What's happening, guys? Welcome back to not another episode.
I mean, it is kind of
Would you call this another
Yeah.
episode? All right, this is. I guess you could call this an episode, but this is more of
bonus episode.
a bonus episode, an unhinged episode, if you will. My name's Kartik,
I'm Manav.
and in this episode slash podcast, we talk about all things weddings, cameras, and business. Now, as you can tell, it's very, very evident, very, very obvious. Manav and I are currently in a car, and where are we going?
Canberra.
Yeah,
We're heading to Canberra for a wedding that you're shooting,
correct.
and I'm second shooting for you.
Correct.
Yeah.
And we thought we would create a bit of a different video today, or an audio experience if you're listening to it on the podcast, where we would take you guys along and just shoot a very impromptu, I don't know, experience. We don't really have anything prepared as per se, but there is some fun games that I've created in my head that I'm excited to ask Manav, which he doesn't know about. Manav.
Yeah.
I've got a game in mind.
Okay.
And the game and the relevancy of this game is still applicable to us as wedding photographers and wedding videographers. And I want to create like a hypothetical situation that wedding photographers have definitely experienced in their career. The extremity of this hypothetical situation might be a bit skewed, but that's okay.
Okay.
Your only rule is you need to be professional at all times.
Okay.
So I'm going to do a phone call with you, and it's going to be a phone call, basically me talking to you.
Client or
I'm your client.
okay.
I'm the groom,
Okay.
and we're just going to have a conversation,
All right.
and you need to be professional.
Okay.
And for context, for anyone listening, and also for yourself, you've just sent me the online gallery of your edited photos for my entire wedding and reception day. Any questions before we begin?
Okay. So I've just sent you a fully edited gallery.
Yeah.
And you're calling me back, but you haven't told me why you're calling me back yet.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Okay.
All you have is an email saying, "Is it okay if we can jump on a call?"
I mean, usually that's not a good indicator.
No,
Something's wrong.
No, usually not.
Okay.
No, usually not. But
Okay.
for our audience, this is something that can happen. Obviously, the extremity of what I'm about to say may be subjectively skewed, but it doesn't really matter.
Never happened to me, but sure.
No, yeah, actually, it's never happened to me either.
No, actually, no.
I've never had a.
Didn't this happen today? Like,
Oh, but that that was slightly different. And no,
Yeah.
it was more of a, do I do like high-end retouching, which I don't do. So that's not my skill set.
all right. So this is not that, obviously. Okay.
Are you ready to begin the
Yeah,
exercise?
sure.
Bring.
Hello.
Hi, Manav, how's it going?
I'm good. Yourself?
Yeah, good. Is now a good time to have a chat?
Yeah, sure.
Fantastic. Well, first off, I just want to say to you, thank you so much for sending across the gallery.
Yep.
Can I ask you, how do you think the gallery is?
like your wedding and reception. I think it was great. I think you guys have a very good chemistry between you guys, and I really enjoyed taking photos at your wedding and reception, and the venues are really good. Yeah, didn't have any issues. I like the photos. Yeah.
Okay, so in your professional opinion, and sorry, how long have you been doing this for?
I would say around 10 years.
10 years,
Yeah.
okay. So in your professional opinion, nothing was wrong with the gallery?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Right, okay. Manav, I will be honest, there are a few concerns that I had with regards to the gallery that I do want to talk to you about. And the reason for the call is actually to go over these concerns.
Okay, go ahead.
As I was scrolling down in the middle of the wedding, I came across what looked and appeared like to be a photoshopped image of my grandmother twerking on a waiter. I don't. Sorry, are you laughing?
No,
I hope not, because this is very serious.
no, of course not. Yeah.
Okay. because my grandmother's actually bedridden, and it was actually quite difficult for her to be at the wedding in the first place. So I don't fully understand what an image of my grandmother twerking on a waiter is doing in this gallery. Can you please clarify like what happened?
Okay. I'm just scrolling down at the moment, just trying to find the image.
It's yeah, you won't get
Give me a second.
yeah, it won't take you very long. It's very early on in the gallery.
Oh, yeah, this one. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I see where you're coming from.
Mm.
So I had a chat with your wife,
My now wife,
your
yes.
now wife, yes, yes.
Yes.
And she said that she wanted, I mean, she told me that how your grandmother was bedridden and it was very hard for her to get to the wedding. And she wanted me to, if it was possible to, like, get a photo of her somehow and add it to the gallery, right?
Right, okay.
So have you heard of AI?
I mean, I have heard of
Yeah.
AI. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I think what's happened here is I think I was trying to give the AI a command to superimpose your grandmother in the middle of a family photo,
Right. Okay. So
but
can I
it's
ask? Can I?
accidentally
Yeah.
made her twerk on a waiter.
Right. Okay. So
I'm so sorry, by the way. Like, this is very unprofessional.
do you see how this is a bit disgusting?
Yes, of course, of course. Yeah, I
Do you-
wouldn't want my grandmother twerking on a waiter
yeah.
in a wedding gallery as well.
Can I ask what prompt did you give AI to make it then render an image that resulted in my grandmother of 98 that can barely get up from her bed twerk, which with what seems to be some very tight clothing that I don't appreciate on a waiter who's also got his hand tied around her hair and seems to be enjoying it from the image. Like, what command could you have possibly given it? Could I just ask?
Look, to be honest with you, I'm not too sure because it was, a while ago. And obviously the AI doesn't save the command when you give it the command. So, but I'm assuming it was something to do along, with make this lady sit in the middle of a family photo. So I'm not sure why it's
So
done that, to
okay,
be honest.
no, so
And
you
I'm
mean
not sure
no,
why
no,
it's
no,
added.
so no,
Okay.
no. So you mean to tell me that make this lady sit in the middle of a family photo resulted in her twerking on a waiter?
Early access.
I'm sorry, what do you mean?
We're in early access right now
What
of
what
AI.
what, what is
AI.
what do you mean by early access?
I mean, the AI is not as advanced yet
Okay.
to sometimes it gets things wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So let's now that has gotten it wrong. You thought it was appropriate to leave that photo in the gallery.
I'm not sure why it's ended up in the. I thought I had deleted it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not sure why it's ended
Because
up there.
then if you scroll down a little bit further, um, you'll also see that there's another image of my grandmother doing shots with that same waiter at the bar. My grandmother hasn't touched alcohol in over 83 years. I don't understand what's going on.
I think the second one I wanted to include just as a surprise to
Right,
you.
okay. Look, that's okay, that's a bit disgusting. I
No,
don't
but no, no, no.
no
Like,
no
hear
no
me
no
out. Hear
no
me
no
out. Hear
no
me out.
no
Hear me
no
out.
no no, sir, no. You don't
I
you
thought
don't
you would like your grandmother being happy and partying.
Yeah, no, sir, no. She needs to just be just as is, not a photoshopped image. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay. Look, I can fix this up and I can get back to you.
Yes, you will. You
I
will.
can remove those photos.
Okay.
I still don't know why the waiters ended up being in there.
Well, I mean,
And I don't know why it's the same waiter as well in both
well, I
images.
mean,
But
again, I have all these concerns, Manav, and
yeah,
quite frankly, it's a bit disappointing.
I totally understand. I'll adjust those and I'll can get back to you on that.
Right. Let's just scroll down to the reception. Let me know when you're there.
Yes, I'm there.
Okay. Um, image number 793.
Yep. Oh,
Can you please explain before you come up with a story? And I just want the honest truth. Why is there an image of you making out with my younger sister? Do you, I mean, first of all, she's married
okay.
with kids,
Yeah.
and there seems to be a photo of you guys making out. I don't understand.
Look, I can definitely tell that's not AI.
Okay, so this is all the more worse. So this is a real photo. So you mean to tell? No. Let's not
Actually,
backtrack.
I think that's
No. Sir, are you laughing?
no, no,
Are
no.
you
Of course
laughing?
not. Of course not.
Okay, you better not be, sir.
No, this is very serious.
Yeah.
Like I take my work and my business very seriously.
Okay, so with that seriousness in mind, why would you have a photo of you kissing my younger sister in the reception that evidently,
Okay.
as you just said,
So as you can see, okay,
wasn't
look,
AI?
okay, look. So what actually happened was, and I want you to hear me out properly. Like,
Uh,
don't jump to conclusions.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what happened was, I was photographing on the reception dance floor. Yep. And your sister was dancing. Yeah. And while I was photographing, I just saw from the corner of my eye that your sister wasn't feeling well. Right?
Okay. Okay.
So, and then out of nowhere, all I see is her just collapse on the ground. Yeah. So me being like I try to go above and beyond being just a photographer. Yeah. Like
Okay.
I take this very seriously. I believe in human life. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And I could look. I've never let anyone die on my dance floor in 10 years of shooting weddings.
Okay.
And your sister looked like she was about to go. I could see her skin getting all blue. Her eyes were like all weirded out. Her mouth was foaming, right? So what that photo is me on my knees. I tried to give her a CPR, and then as she still wasn't breathing, so I gave her a mouth to mouth. Okay, that I know it looks like I'm kissing her in the photo, but that's me giving her mouth to mouth. I saved her life. And I can't believe she still hasn't told you this. And and I understand maybe that's not the right image to put in the gallery, but I just left it there because I wanted to be like, oh, I'm going out of my way to deliver above and beyond what I'm paid to do. And I can't believe she actually didn't tell you that I saved her life.
So you mean to tell me that throughout the entire night of the reception, my sister, who's married with kids,
Yeah.
had passed out on the dance floor and was dying,
Yeah.
and I was nowhere to be seen.
No. You weren't on the dance floor at that time. I don't know where you were.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And we've got about 3 doctors in the family. 2 of them are my uncles. One of them's my aunt.
I think they were all drunk.
Okay.
I don't drink while I'm shooting because I'm professional. So
Right. Okay. So then, why is it if you scroll a little bit further down, she seems conscious and her hands are actually grabbing your neck? I don't think someone who's passed out would result in that behavior. Could you agree?
I can see how this looks bad, right?
Exactly, it does
But
look bad.
but hear me out again. After I gave her mouth to mouth and I gave her CPR for a while, she woke up. And as she woke up, she just grabbed my neck while she was waking up because she didn't know where she was. And in that instance, my other photographer took the photo. So I left that in there as well. So she just grabbed my neck, but she's just like, oh, I'm alive. Thank God.
Okay.
I can't
Okay.
believe you would think that I would make out with your sister who's married.
Well, I mean, so
I think that's.
well, no, I mean,
I'm
you have to understand.
I'm very disappointed. I know, I know you're the customer here, but I'm very disappointed you would think that I would do something like that, being the professional that I am.
Okay,
I
well,
understand about your grandmother. That's my bad. But I saved your sister's life.
right. I think we should just move on to the final image.
Oh, there's another one.
There is one more, yes.
Okay.
And I find this very, and I've checked, this isn't AI, and I don't understand why this image has been left in the gallery.
Okay. What number is that?
It's the very final image. If
Oh,
you
last
scroll
photo. Okay.
absolutely last image. Yep. So could you please kindly explain to me why is there an image? In fact, multiple images, now that I think about it, of you and your second photographer doing lines of cocaine at my reception.
Once again, I can see how this comes across as to you.
Yep.
As a client.
Yep. I'm very curious to see what.
I'm looking at the photos right
Yeah.
now.
Do you see how there's about 12 images?
Yeah.
One of them is also including my wife.
Yeah.
Can you please explain to me why are there 12 images of you and your second photographer doing lines of cocaine at my reception?
Let me think, because it was a while ago, so I'm just trying to think what happened.
You delivered these images a week ago.
No, but as in the reception was a while ago. So
By a
I'm
while ago,
trying to
you
think.
mean an extra week prior to that. So 2 weeks ago from now.
Yes, like you look, I shoot like 5 weddings every week, so
Mm.
it gets a bit hazy sometimes, you know.
Okay.
So,
Mm.
oh yeah, no, I remember, yeah. So what actually happened?
Yep.
That's not coke.
So the white powder that is evidently on your nostrils, up my wife's nostrils, across the bar where you guys did the lines of coke, like that's not coke. Is that you're telling me that white powder is not cocaine?
Yeah, is it? It's not in the photos on the bar. It's just on her face.
Well, I mean, the bar was in the background,
Yeah. It's just our faces have like white stuff on there.
and you were all holding banknotes and credit cards. Do you see how the context is leading me to believe that you did cocaine at my reception with my wife?
Have you talked to your wife about this?
She says she can't remember, which also explains her passing out that night. We could not consummate our marriage that night. We didn't have intercourse, and I now know why.
That's very tragic. I don't know why you're telling me though, but
Well, I think you are to be responsible for this because you.
I'm responsible for you not having intercourse with your wife.
Well, I mean, she passed out and wasn't able to wake up until the next morning, so that's very unheard of.
Look, in what I'm gonna say is, both me and my second shooter that night, we had a headache. Yeah, because we were shooting like 12 hours, and it was a very long day, so we both had a headache. And the powder you are seeing there is not coke; it's crushed Panadol.
Crushed Panadol.
Crushed Panadol, because we did some research online. Apparently, if you crush it and then you add it to the water and you drink it, it works faster.
And so, what was the reason that my wife got involved?
She also had a headache.
So are you laughing?
No,
It sounds like you were
no,
laughing.
of course not. She had a headache that night because I think she drank too much.
Right.
So she did Panadol with us.
So my wife did Panadol,
Yeah.
not cocaine.
No, no. I've never done cocaine in my life.
Right.
I'm a professional. I don't do cocaine at weddings. Even if I don't shoot weddings, I don't do cocaine.
Right. Okay. Well, you've given me a lot to think about, and I don't think you've handled photographing my event very professionally, if I'm honest. And I will be taking further action.
But is there any photo missing?
It's not about photo missing, no. It's not about photo missing. It's about the fact that my
You couldn't have
grandmother,
intercourse with your wife.
my grandmother, who's bedridden, is twerking on a waiter. It's about the fact that there apparently seems to be several images of you making out with my younger sister that you claim you've done, CPR and mouth to mouth to,
Me saving her life, yeah.
supposedly.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, what seems very evidently like you, your second shooter, and my wife have done cocaine.
Panadol.
Cocaine.
I mean, it's
I just don't think that this is something that.
apples and bananas, you know? Like,
Right. Okay.
yeah.
I think I've heard enough. But thank you very much for your time, and you will be hearing from me soon.
Okay. That was so fucking random.
Bruh, I was trying so hard at that one. You did well, but
Oh, thanks, bro.
very professional.
Thanks. I tried to stay in the,
Mm.
you know. Bro, I lost that shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, making out with my sister. What the fuck?
Grandmother twerking?
God damn.
Yeah, that's gold.
Yeah.
Yep, okay. Yeah. The sitting down with the grandmother thing, that you did well. You did well to improvise
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
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 I was literally thinking on the spot.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Anyways, what's been happening, bro?
Not much, bruh.
You just got back from India. So,
So
how was that? Like,
India was good.
I saw you put up a lot of stories. Oh,
Yeah.
you got your new iPhone.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Time.
Bruh.
That time.
For those of you who don't know, I was rocking a iPhone like 11, 12 or something like
I'm
that.
still rocking iPhone 12. So,
Yeah, you should upgrade as
yeah.
well. Yeah.
Probably next week.
And that thing died probably like every 3 hours. That's why I needed a
Did
new.
it die or did something else happen to it?
No, it just died.
I had something else happen to it in Bali, didn't it? Oh, okay, fair enough.
Nothing
Are
happened.
you sure?
Yeah, nothing happened.
Okay.
Anyways, so yeah, got a new phone, which is good. So I was using it to create some reels and TikToks and stuff, which is awesome. And yeah, I also happened to bump into uh, three incredible brands that I shot. Well, technically I didn't shoot, but
Oh yeah.
I was gate crashing a wedding.
Yep.
I don't know if I should admit to that publicly here, but
Because
fuck it. I was gate crashing a wedding, and
so wait, you shot a wedding first, and then this was like you
the
had a
next
few
day,
days off or
the
whatever.
next day, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
And I wanted to go and check out Oberoi Palace. It's a really really epic venue in. It's a chain technically, and the Udaipur venue was really beautiful. So I went. Turns out when I got there, there was a 3-day back-to-back wedding starting that day. When I asked the coordinator who are the brands on this entire you know scene, she said that wedding photography was done by House in the Clouds,
Nice.
wedding videography was done by the wedding filmer,
Mm.
and event planning coordination is done by Shadi Squad.
Mm.
Now, for those of you who don't know, wedding photography by House in the Clouds shot Alia and Ranbir's wedding. Wedding filmer,
They do a lot of
they've
like
done a lot of celebrity.
celebrities,
Yeah,
yeah,
wedding
in
filmer did just off the top of my head. Pretty sure they did Bipasha Basu's and some other guy.
Mm.
Pretty sure I think they also did Kiara Advani's and Sid. I'm fairly
So
sure.
they're like
They
yeah,
are
they're
they are
the
they are
industry
like
leaders there,
industry
basically.
leaders.
Yeah.
And Shadi's squad did Katrina Kaif and Vicky Kolsch's wedding.
Mm.
So I just found it very uniquely rare that all three brands were in one roof. And so I made it a point to want to introduce myself to the owner of House in the Clouds because actually you've seen his work, right?
Yeah.
Like it's incredible. So and I've always resonated with his style of photography, similar to myself. It's like there is definitely a level of inspiration there that I really appreciate.
Yeah.
Anywho, so I saw the guy shooting, the couples before the welcome party, and the couple were decked out in like Sabyasachi clothing, so you know that obviously they're, quite bougie or quite well off.
Didn't you wear like a Sabyasachi to her like first event?
Yeah,
Something
that's
like,
yeah.
so it's not even like a wedding or
It wasn't
whatever.
even the wedding and
It's like
reception.
the
It was
welcome
it was
dinner,
welcome.
basically.
It was a welcome event.
Yeah.
Now, Sid, the owner of House of the Clouds, saw me, kind of standing there, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, man, can I help you?" And I came up to the guy and I'm like, "Oh, bro, I know this is very random, but I'm an absolute fan of your work." He goes, "Oh, thanks, man." And I, I asked him, I'm like, "I know this is a bit random, but I'm kind of technically free. Do you think I could second shoot for you or something like that? I just really want to, I don't know, learn from you if possible." And he said, "Oh, mate, that's really kind of you, but to be fair, we've actually just got 6 photographers capturing the entirety of the event." Now, to give you an indication, especially for those that are new to, the wedding scene within photography, on average, we tend to have 2 photographers max for for an Indian wedding. Not even just an Indian wedding, but for a Western wedding. And the funny thing is that this guy had 6 just for photography. And I think the context for that was that there was just so much happening that it makes sense for them to have 6 photographers,
Yeah.
which is insane, which is absolutely insane. And so I pulled out my phone and I said to him, I'm like, oh, look, here's my work. If you do change your mind, I'm more than happy to stick around and whatnot. And he looked at my work and he scrolled through a photo. I might link that photo here or something. He tapped on this photo and he said, "Is this you?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "You shot this photo?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "I've seen this image." And he said, "This is a really good shot. Like I can't teach you anything. There's nothing for me to learn from." I felt very like, holy shit, like
Mm.
that was really incredible. So yeah, he was someone that I just really admired, who happened to have known my work, which is awesome. And yeah, I really had a fun time. So I took a photo with the guy. I'm fairly confident he now knows who I am. Will he remember me? Probably not.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a really great time. It was a really great time.
Nice.
So yeah, otherwise the wedding that I shot was amazing. The venue was incredible. Hopefully those photos will come out. Maybe I can link them or something in the show notes or something. Um, or pop them up on the screen or something. But otherwise, it was a fun time.
Mm. And how was the rest of your trip in Mumbai after?
Yeah, so I had a sandwich, right?
Yeah.
And the sandwich basically looked like it was sitting on the shelf for about,
Why would you have
I don't
that,
know.
man?
I don't fucking know, man. I don't know.
Was it like just like open or what? Like,
It was like cling wrapped.
so someone, it's like a homemade basically.
No, I mean it was at a store, so it wasn't
Yeah.
exactly homemade, but you
But
could
let's say
tell
the
someone.
store owner just made it.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
just cleaned that. It's not like
yeah,
a chain like
yeah, 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 correct.
yeah.
And so I was
That's
like,
homemade, bro.
yeah, probably. Anyway, so then basically I was like, all right, cool, let me have that. Just before the flight, 2 hours later, literally 2 hours later, landed in Mumbai, and I vomited all over Mumbai airport floor,
Yeah.
bro.
Damn.
It was bad. It was
How
bad.
many times?
So just that once, but then I needed to like stay at a hotel, so I stayed at the hotel at the airport, and I ended up vomiting. I think it was like 8 times in the night. So that wasn't fun, bro. Anyways, the next morning I was okay, and I came home,
Nice.
and yeah, that was my new trip in
And
short.
also, we went to Hawaii recently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. What were your thoughts on Hawaii? You've been there before.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've been there before.
Mm,
So this time around, I mean, the last time I went, we only did like the main island,
mm,
which is like the Honolulu. But this
mm.
time we did like three different islands.
Yep.
And also, the last time I went was like a long time ago, probably like, I don't know, like 6 years ago or something,
Mm.
way before COVID.
Yeah.
So it was good to go back. But you, being a chutia, fucking decided that you needed to take out all of your four wisdom teeth a week and a half
Okay,
or a
no, no,
week
no,
before
no,
we went.
no, no, no. So for context, like, yes, you're right. I did take out my wisdom teeth.
Not one, four.
Four.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you.
yeah,
And I only did it because they had apparently found something that needed to be removed outside of that.
yeah.
Which,
But didn't you find that out like ages ago?
yeah, I did.
So my point stands
Yeah, I
that
mean,
you
yeah, yeah,
decided
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah,
it'd be a
yeah.
good idea to get this shit done a week before you go
Yeah, but
on a holiday.
no, yeah, but because I was in London for several months and then I went to Bali before that, I had no time to do this surgery. And the only time I had,
Was to do it before another holiday.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So while we were in Hawaii, you couldn't eat properly or drink properly for the first like what, like 4 or 5 days, I'd say.
I think it was longer than that. Like
Yeah.
I was basically, I remember having pasta and swallowing pasta
Yeah.
whole because I couldn't actually bite it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's bad.
that's pretty bad.
And then I mean, you were literally surviving on like Starbucks,
Yeah,
just having like fucking, I don't know what matcha latte
yeah,
drink,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like
yeah,
coffee, liquids, milkshakes, all of
yeah.
that stuff. Yeah, yeah.
And then you tried to eat a few times and you just like
It
couldn't do it.
just, yeah, and I was in pain.
Yeah.
So what do we learn from this? We learn that we shouldn't get our wisdom tooth taken out before a holiday.
Hmm. I mean, if you want to do one, maybe, but not all four at a
No,
time.
you know what? I couldn't justify going back 4 times.
Yeah, true.
Bro, Siebes that shit.
Yeah.
Like, that stuff to me is like, I'm wasting my time going back 4 individual times. I may as well just get it out all at once.
Yeah.
Like, Siebes.
Okay.
So, yeah, got it all
Nice,
done, bro.
nice.
Anyways, aside from that, what's been happening with you?
Nothing much, bro. I think it's the same. I think I'm like the least traveling compared to you. Like,
Oh, yeah, no.
bro, I like, yeah, I'm mostly just here, just shooting weddings.
Mm,
I did my last one last weekend actually. So December for me is more just like pre-wedding shoots, kind
mm,
of booked in.
mm.
Just catching up on my backlog a little bit.
How's next year's outlook looking for business?
Pretty packed.
Mm,
I think I'm pretty much almost done taking next year's bookings.
mad.
Might even take maybe like, a couple more if I have to.
Mm.
But I've like, how we like only shoot like a certain amount every year.
Yeah, yeah,
I feel like I've already hit that.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
think like there's a few gaps here and there in some months if something comes along, sure.
yeah,
But otherwise, I wouldn't mind just having that off as well, just to
yeah,
catch up on the backlog
yeah.
or just chill out. Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, good, good. I've got my goal that I've set for how many weddings I want to hit next year. Um, I mean, right now I'm currently standing at, I think it was just shy of 30,
Mm,
which I'm excited, which I'm very happy for. I'm
yeah.
very, very happy for. I want to get to about mid 30s, if not late 30s. I'd be really happy. Extremely happy with 45.
Yeah. You've already hit like 30. You said you already hit almost 30, right?
I'm like 29,
Yeah, yeah,
29
yeah.
for next
And like
year.
the year hasn't even finished yet. So
Yeah, so we've got a couple more days to the year,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
which is exciting.
Nice.
Other than that,
And then you're going US soon.
I'm going US
Yeah,
soon in
yeah,
like 2 weeks. So 2 to 3 weeks, yeah. I've got a wedding in Phoenix, so I'm excited for that.
yeah.
But yeah, I just yeah, it's been an exciting year of travel. Next year I still am traveling,
Not as much
but
probably.
just not as much.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm keen to get back into content and
Yeah.
hopefully create a bit more.
And you got your like Ravi's wedding too as well
Yeah, my
next year.
mate's wedding in
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thailand, which is sick.
That'll be fun.
I'm probably
Yeah.
gonna vlog that. I've
Yeah.
decided. I'm actually legit gonna vlog that.
Nice.
I don't know what for, but like I'm not
Yeah.
shooting anything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Or do you think it's weird? Actually, here's a great hypothetical, right? Maybe we can talk about this. As a photographer who's also now a guest, there are plenty of in-between moments behind the scenes that don't get captured
Yeah.
at a wedding that photographers aren't contracted for. Do you think if I had a small camera like what's your Fuji?
XT5? Yeah.
XT5
Yeah.
on my person, like on me, that it would be a good idea to just carry around, capture those moments where we're all at the buffet for getting breakfast, or like you bump into someone in the hall because they're running around, or like, you know what I mean? Like, do you, like, or they're setting up decor for the venue. Like, I was thinking of, yeah, maybe like having
You
a small
could,
camera on
but
me.
I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things that like you think you're gonna do, and you're gonna take a camera with you, but then you never end up gonna taking photos. I have a feeling,
Fair,
just from my experience in the
fair.
past, for whenever you go to a wedding to like attend it,
Yeah.
it's like when you get there, you just start having drinks or whatever. Then you're like, I can't be fucked. Like,
Yeah.
it's like imagine telling an
True.
accountant, hey, you're gonna go to a wedding, but maybe in between you might want to do some tax
I don't, I
returns.
don't think,
Tax returns.
I don't think that's how this would kind of work. But I
But as
don't.
in, I'm just comparing like this
Yeah.
is like 9 to 5 for us, right?
Yeah. Fair.
Like
Fair.
shooting weddings is like full time. So I like personally like for example, I went to New Zealand, right?
Yeah.
I took my camera with me, took a lot of photos, whatever.
Mm.
I used a GoPro, took a lot of videos, but if it was a wedding, I probably wouldn't have done it.
Yeah. Right.
Because it reminds me too much of just work.
Mm. That's fair. Yeah. That's fair.
Like I want when I have a time like some time off, right, from shooting weddings, I wanna like not even think about weddings so I can come back and be ready to shoot like proper again.
That's fair.
I feel like that's like a time to just like reset and recharge.
Yeah. That's fair.
That when you're ready to go, that you don't lose motivation. It doesn't get like too monotonous, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's fair. That's
But I
fair.
mean, to each their
To
own.
each
So
their
you
own,
might
yeah.
want to take one with you and see how you
Well,
go.
I mean, I have to take my kit anyways because I'm gonna go to a wedding straight after that to shoot in Tasmania next
Yeah,
year.
yeah, yeah.
So
Is that like
irrespective,
straight
that's like
from?
straight. I'm not even leaving the airport.
Oh, damn.
So I come back from, I don't know if I told you, I come back from Thailand.
Yeah,
The same day I come back from Thailand,
you're going straight
I got to stay, I got to catch a flight
to Tasmania.
to Tasmania. So I have to like catch a flight and then go to Tasmania
Yeah.
and then like
And then
shoot a
yeah,
wedding.
how many days is that? Like
2 days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Well,
yeah,
that's gonna be
back to back.
yeah.
Yeah, it's intense. So I have to take my
Yeah.
camera kit
Yeah.
anyways, which is,
Well,
fair
all
enough.
of it? You gotta take all of it then.
Well, yeah.
Like flash and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, everything, everything.
Okay.
So yeah, it's basically my camera kit will be in Thailand, so I may
Yeah.
as well, make it happen. So I got a funny story to tell you.
Yeah.
This is kind of an embarrassing story that I shouldn't be saying.
Oh, I know what this is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because you are slightly involved,
Yeah.
and
I think
this,
more than slightly.
and so the funny part of this story was in my 8 years of wedding photography, this has never happened. Okay.
Imagine the couple listening to this right
But
now.
they were, I hope not. I hope not. I hope not. Because I felt so bad. And
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, I hope these guys aren't pissed.
Yeah.
But I recovered.
Okay.
So, Manu,
Start from the start.
I woke up in the morning.
No, not that much.
No. Okay, so I've got a free day. It's chill. But in the afternoon, I've got a couple photo shoot.
Okay.
And the couple photo shoot from where I live happens to be about 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
Right. So, as usual, I get ready, put on something nice, and I pack my gear, I charge my gear, do all of that stuff, take my suitcase, roll it back out to my car. And meanwhile, like, I'm doing a few things, I'm like posting to socials. Anyway, so I get in the car and I start to drive off. About 50 minutes in on the drive, you call me and we start having a conversation.
Yeah.
And you were going to your gig, I was going to my gig.
Yeah, I had a pre-wedding shoot as well.
Yeah.
Which was not in the city. Like, you were in the city, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I was kind of like around Strathfield or Olympic Park, whatever. Yeah.
On a side note, I find it really fun whenever like you got a shoot, I've got a shoot,
Yeah.
and we're just talking about where the shoot is.
Yeah.
Because we've always tried to tee up the location together, because that'd just be hilarious. But it's never happened yet.
Never happened.
It's never happened. I've never had a couple, and you've never had a couple on the same location at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I was telling you that I'm going to Milk Beach, and then
Yeah. We were so close, but we just missed each other.
Yeah.
So I get to Mr. Macquarie's chair, which is the location of the photo shoot, and I've got you in my AirPods, so you're listening to this in real time. My couples arrived. They said, "Oh, we're at the bottom. Just meet us there." In fact, I could even see them. I could even genuinely see them. And so I look at them and I wave or whatever, they wave and all good. I get out of the front seat and I go to the back seat to open the door to my car.
And while this is happening, you're on the phone with me.
I'm on the phone to you.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to you about, oh yeah, so like, I'll probably do this, probably do that.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I'll probably do this.
I think you were like, oh, anyways, I'm here now.
Yeah.
You're kind of about to.
I was about to head out. I was about to head out. I open the back seat to my door and I'm like, I open the back seat of my door to get my camera bag out, and my bag's not there,
bro.
And I'm like, oh, that's okay. It's in the boot, because I've always done that. I've always done that. I'm like, oh, okay, like sometimes I put it in the boot rather than the back seat.
Yeah.
Close the door, and I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. And I'm like, cool. I'm still talking to you. I'm like, I'm fine. And then I open the boot of my door, like the boot of the car, and my camera bag's not in there either.
You know what you said at that point? What the fuck? what the fuck?
I know, it was like,
and I realized what happened while you were saying that.
Yeah.
I knew what happened.
Because I've parked the car.
Oh, bro, what the hell?
I was like, bro, what's going on? Oh my god.
I was like, bro,
oh my god, bro. And you're like, bro, what? And I'm like, bro, oh my god, bro, what the hell? Where is my camera bag?
Yeah.
Now, every photographer dreads this one thing of arriving to a photo shoot location, even worse if it's far away, and not having your gear.
Yeah.
Every photographer dreads that, right?
Yeah.
You know what would be even worse? Sorry? If you had your gear, but you had 0 memory cards.
Yeah. True.
Or 0 batteries.
True.
Because then you may as well not have had your gear in the first place, right? I digress.
Yeah.
In this case, I had nothing.
Yeah.
And the couple are looking at me, and they're walking over towards me, and I'm like,
oh,
bro, we got a problem. And you're like, what's the problem? And I'm like,
I said, did you forget your bag?
Yeah.
I do it.
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah.
And at that point, you're like, bro, what do I do?
I'm like, what do I do?
I'm like,
what do I do?
Look, if I was in the city, right, I could have probably given you like one of my cameras.
Yeah. I was.
And then
like,
you could have. I mean, it wouldn't have been ideal, but you could have done the shoot with my camera.
I don't know what the fuck this is called, but my sub brain, not my main brain, was already thinking 10 things whilst you and I were talking.
Yeah. But if I was in the city, I could have given you one of my cameras with like a lens.
Yeah, I was thinking, okay, Barnab's on his way here. I can like grab a lens from you, I'll grab a camera from you, and then I'll be good.
Yeah. But I was on my way to Olympic Park.
You were on your
I
way.
was like just on time.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I was getting the exact time a couple
Yeah.
was getting there.
But
Yeah.
bigger than that, the problem that I had was I still need to know and locate where my camera
Where the
bag
fuck
is.
the camera bag? Yeah.
So I called up your wife,
Yeah.
Rav, shout out to her,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
So
hey,
luckily she was home.
she was home, and I'm
And
like,
you live like 5 minutes
yeah,
away.
5 minutes away, and I was panicking,
Yeah.
and I'm like, hey, Rav, she's like, yeah, I'm like, bro, I need a favor and I need it now,
Yeah.
and she's like, oh, okay, like, what's up? And I'm
She was working from home.
yeah. I'm like, I need you to go to my house, like, right now, because I feel like I've left my camera bag in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
So I was freaking out, and I told Rav, I'm like, you need to stay on the phone, you need to stay on the phone, you need to stay on the phone, because I can't think. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, what the hell do I tell the couple? Like, what am I possibly going to tell them? She drives over and she's like, you can breathe. I've got good news. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you, Jesus. And she's like, I found your bag. And I'm like,
She took a photo. She sent it to me.
she took a photo, yeah, send it, and it's underneath a tree
Bro, you left your bag on the street under a tree for an hour,
for 1 hour.
and it didn't get stolen.
I know. Bro, if there's ever a day,
When people say Malumba's a bad service,
bruh, if there's ever a day to believe in the universe, that day was it.
you got so lucky,
Bro, universe
You got
had my
so
back.
lucky, bro.
Universe is like, look, we'll take it easy on you, but don't let it happen again. Anyways, so then
Now,
I'm
how did you
thinking,
get your camera
so then I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I wasn't going to tell Rav to drag herself all the way to the city. That's not, and also she's working.
She's
so she
working
can't.
anyway. Yeah.
So without thinking, I literally called an Uber to my house and told the Uber to put the bag in there and take it to me.
Yeah.
3 minutes, the Uber driver came,
Yeah.
got the bag, and 45 to 50 minutes later, he delivered it to me.
Yeah.
Now, I had to walk my sorry ass all the way across to the couple,
Yeah.
and I had to explain the situation to them.
What did the couples like?
So,
I'm gonna role play.
oh, okay, yeah, yeah, we can role play. Yeah,
I'm the couple.
yeah.
I'm the group.
Be kind of neutral. They were kind of neutral.
Yeah.
be kinda neutral.
So, hey Kartik, how you doing? We're really
Hey,
excited.
hey guys, how are you? How's it going? That's good. That's
So
good.
where are we starting? Are we? Yeah.
Yeah, so guys, as you can see, I've got my camera straps on. They go,
Okay.
yeah. So as you can also see, I don't have my cameras on me.
Oh.
So we unfortunately have a bit of a problem.
Okay.
And in the 8 years of photography, this has never happened.
Go on.
So I was on the way here. I had my camera bag right next to my car. I got in the car. I drove 1 hour here. I got out of the car. When I went to go get my camera bag from the back seat, I realized that I never loaded the camera bag into the car. And so currently in this moment, I do not have any cameras to take any photos.
Oh, so how are we going to do the? What are we supposed to do? Was it art gallery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got some good news and I've got some bad news.
All seems like bad news. Sure.
The good news is my camera bag has been found and is currently on its way here.
Okay.
The bad news is that it's going to take roughly about an hour.
That's a fucking bunch of bullshit.
So
Bro, I would have lost it, bro. If I was a couple.
no, they were super nice. They were super nice.
Damn.
I said the bad news
That's
is,
like a proper the amount of things that had to go right for you to still get the shoot done.
Yep.
Everything went right.
Yep.
Bag found. Uber came on time.
Yes.
Uber didn't fuck up your bag.
Correct. Everybody didn't take my bag.
Uber didn't take your bag.
Yep.
I mean, you probably didn't tell them what was in it. So that's
No, I just said, like, can you just deliver the bag?
Yeah.
They thought it could be drugs for all they knew. I don't.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Sure.
Nothing. So I needed to create.
Shout out to the Indian uncle who rocked.
Shout out to the Indian uncle.
Delivered on time.
Yeah, delivered on time.
Yeah.
I called him like thrice
Yeah.
because I'm like, I need him to hurry the F up, and I'm like,
Yeah.
bruh, hopefully he doesn't do any dodgy business.
Take it like non-toll.
Yeah. No, he took tolls. He took tolls.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I was a bit reluctant to speak to the couple because I was like, oh, I feel like they're really pissed right now. So I'm like,
Were they pissed?
Oh, I mean, would you not be pissed?
No, but I'm just saying.
I don't.
You said
look,
they were kind of neutral.
look. They were definitely neutral, but I could sense that obviously there was a sense of disappointment there.
Yeah.
Like your photographer didn't bring the camera back. Are you fucking dumb? 100%. I cop it. Like
Yeah.
I own that.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I said to them like, look, in the meantime, because we can't do the art gallery now and it closes anyways.
Yeah.
Why don't we try and find a few locations to, and why don't you guys grab a coffee and just sort of relax a little bit? That's kind of how I said it. Bro, what else could I say? What else could I say? Like, oh, hey, let's have a chat about how I fucked up. No, I'm not going to have that conversation. So
relax and have a coffee at
yeah,
like 4:30 p.m.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Anyways, so they're like, oh, okay. Literally, funnily enough, there was a the Mrs. McQuarrie's chair. There's like a ice cart, like an ice cream cart.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
right in the corner.
Right in the corner.
Yeah.
They went there,
Oh,
and
okay.
I think they got like milkshakes or whatever.
Yep.
So
they're probably just talking shit about.
Yeah, 100%. I don't even. You know,
Whole time.
I would talk shit about me.
Bro.
If they didn't talk shit about me, they're too nice.
Yeah.
And like they deserve better. Like 100%. Like
100% they're talking like.
Yeah, they're
whole
probably
time.
like, this guy probably is on drugs.
Yeah.
He forgot some shit.
Yeah.
And you know what? He's stupid. And I saw this reel that he just posted, and he probably was like not concentrating. And
You know, that's the first thing I thought of. I'm like, this, because you posted that reel 5 minutes before you left home. I'm like, this guy was like on his way out, loading his gear, on his phone, distracted, posting the reel, and he forgot his bag. Which is exactly what happened.
Yeah. That's quite literally.
But don't fucking be on your phone when you have to leave and go and.
Yeah, we've learned.
You've learned.
We've learned.
I've never done this in my life.
We've learned. Okay, we've learned.
Why is all the fuck ups happen with
I
you?
don't know. I don't know. Look, I'm just. Yeah, I'm getting better. I'm getting better.
Sure.
Getting better.
Whatever makes you sleep at night.
Yeah. Anyways, so
but they recovered. The shoot went well.
So I was on the best behavior when I was with them. I gave them no sex noises.
Yeah.
I was giving it 100% my energy.
Yeah.
I was doing all the best poses. I was working with different lighting conditions. I was like, guys, I need to do this. I need to do that. I want to do this.
Yeah.
I asked them about.
So you were like overcompensating.
I was over
Onto the other
compensating.
side.
I was more than compensating.
Yeah.
So yeah, I gave him the full Kartik KS creative photography experience,
Including a lost bag.
including a lost bag. It was horrible.
Mm.
Anyways,
Nice.
that was that. Have you had any fuck ups of late?
No fuck up I ever have will ever compare to this, bro.
Good to know.
God damn.
So basically, get this right. Funny enough, this morning I get a DM from someone,
Okay.
and I'm fairly confident they won't listen to this, so I can probably. I'm not going to name names, but I can talk about it.
Okay.
And I'm a bit confused because I don't know how to respond to this story, and so I've left it like unopened, right?
Yep.
So I posted a photo on my Instagram recently, and it was
your work one or
on my work one,
Yeah.
right? And it was a good set. It was a good set. I got some good interaction.
Is that UK one?
The UK one, yeah, the one in the fields and whatnot.
Yep.
And on my personal account, so now on my personal Instagram page where I just post photos of me or whatever,
Yeah.
I get a DM from someone that I know.
Yeah.
And she's someone that I think inquired with me years ago. She's now married. I wasn't available or whatever it is. But she's always been a very big fan and an admirer of my work.
Yeah.
And she sends me a message on my personal one that I was a bit like, I don't know how to really respond to this.
I don't know how to think about that because that could be many things.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what it is, essentially. Yeah. Like, it made me go, this is a bit interesting. So the message said, hey, Kartik. I can't check it, obviously, because I'm driving right now, and I don't want to reread it. But the message said, hey, Kartik,
you want me to read it?
Nah, because she's responded, and then I don't want to open it, and she's seen that. I've seen, no.
Okay,
Beeps,
cool.
F that.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, Kartik, as always, love your work.
Yeah.
Every time I see you post, it makes me something in awe or something like that.
Okay.
I was just wondering if you would be keen to photograph me and my husband for a photo shoot.
Okay. Is that like...
Yes. Okay, so do you see
Okay.
how so do you see how you're questioning it, right? You're
Yeah.
like, is that what do you mean by that?
Yeah.
I didn't know what she even meant by that. And so I responded to say, "Hey, thanks so much. Sure, like when did you have something in mind so we can book something in?"
Yeah.
And I said book something in to make it sound like this has to be a booking,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Obviously. Yeah.
And she said, uh, sometime I think it was in Jan, or I can't remember who said what month or something like that. But there was another message that came through. I haven't opened it because I'm a bit afraid or reluctant that this person thinks I might want. She said the words, if you are willing and keen.
But it could even be like, I know some people just talk like that,
Okay, but
right?
okay, but
Like maybe she understand that it's
sure,
going to be paid.
sure,
Yeah.
but wouldn't you want to know what the price is then? Like, okay, sure,
What if she's loaded, bro? She doesn't give a fuck.
you mean to tell me? Nah, no. First of all, no. No one acts like that. No one acts like that. Nah. I think there's a subtlety implied that if you're interested, you like, and you'd want to do it,
Mm.
we'd be happy to do this with you.
Okay.
That's kind of what it came across. Now, by the way, I could be completely wrong, and I have all like not figured this out, and she might actually go, "I'm waiting for your invoice." The part that I'm confused about is, wouldn't you start the conversation with, "Hey, Kartik, love your work," and or all of that stuff. I was wondering, how much do you charge? Because my husband and I would really, really like to get a photo shoot done.
Mm.
Isn't that a better way of going into the conversation than, would you be keen and interested or free and interested? I can't remember what word it was. Either way, it doesn't really matter. To photograph me and my husband for a photo shoot.
Mm.
Thoughts?
Maybe she wants to collaborate.
Well, I don't know why she would think that that would be something that I would go ahead with, though.
Isn't that like an opportunity that you would like to collaborate with her?
No.
Why not? You got exposure. You got exposure out of it. Money is overrated anyway.
We literally talked about this in the recent pod. Um,
But yeah, I think it's genuinely probably
so you think
paid. I think it's just a
you
misunderstanding.
think I
Yeah.
misread that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
don't think she expects you to shoot for free.
Okay. It'd be very awkward if.
Especially she's already married. Like she knows this is just
Um,
like it's not like she's asking you to collaborate on a wedding or something. Which is,
okay, so you mean to
Yeah.
tell me then, if she doesn't come back to me after we've gone through conversations about the vision and everything,
yeah.
and we found a date to go, by the way, let me know how much this costs.
I think you should ask how much it's gonna cost first. To be honest.
You mean tell?
No, as in like she should have asked how much it's
Correct.
gonna be.
Yes, correct.
That's probably the correct way to go about it. But sometimes people just don't think. Like
Right.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
And it will probably be annoying that you spent all the time explaining everything, looking at the vision, and then she asked for price right at the end.
Yeah,
And if it's out of a budget,
I
then
mean,
she
because
just
yeah,
doesn't
imagine
go
if
ahead,
this
yeah.
person's like a price sensitive consumer,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like that would probably be a bit difficult then, because
Yeah.
and I also she's a person that I know and I've bumped into a few times. I don't want to make it uncomfortable for her,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
like,
of course.
make her go, "Oh, I really love the work, but I didn't realize how expensive it is."
Yeah.
I don't want her to feel or think that. So I probably, I'm just trying to avoid like that
Yeah.
awkwardness, I guess.
Yeah. No, I think you'll be fine. But once again, I think she should have asked price first.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it could end up being that you waste a lot of time, and then it doesn't go ahead because it's
Yeah.
out of a budget.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Other than that, no other
But do
story.
you think maybe you should have replied, "Hey, this is how much I charge," straight away?
Look, to be honest, I probably
That
should
could
have.
have happened as well.
But
Like, hey,
I
yeah, I'm available. These are my charges. Let me know if you want to go ahead.
yeah, but I didn't know, like, I didn't know how serious this person was. I mean, I know it sounds
Yeah.
serious because she's started the message that way.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I'm like,
I think
okay,
you should have replied with the price, to be honest.
probably.
Yeah.
So basically, this is my fault.
Pretty much.
Like, I could have avoided the entire situation
Yeah.
and just be like,
Like, because if I think about it, if she messaged me, I would be like, hey, yeah, would love to shoot you. This is how much it's gonna be.
yeah,
And
yeah,
this is how many hours are normally.
yeah,
Let me know if you want to go ahead.
yeah, sweet. Okay, you know what? I'll
But
probably
you were just beating around the bush too much.
I'll probably message her in like the next message or something and be
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
cool, this is what I'm thinking, this is the date or whatever. By the way, this is what I charge.
Mm.
Let us know.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, comment down below your favorite part. Let us know if you have any questions or things you want us to discuss on the pod. And yeah,
Catch you in the next one.
all right.
Peace.
Peace.